A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1 for the news first where the people come first. I'm Martin Satyanesan. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon.
Sanat Nishantha appears in court after order was issued for his arrest. Special audit on economic crisis begins. Over 100 millimeters of rain batters multiple areas. 10 districts face high risk of dengue. Pakistan PM Shehbaz, his son Hamza acquitted in rupees 16 billion money laundering case.
On to your top story this afternoon. Sri Lankan State Minister Sanat Nishantha appeared in court on Thursday after the Court of Appeal ordered for his immediate arrest for failing to appear in court. The Judicial Services Commission and multiple council had filed petitions with the Court of Appeal claiming that State Minister Sanat Nishantha has made comments that bring disrepute to the judiciary and the magistrates during a press conference convened at the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna head office. The Court of Appeal had ordered the State Minister to appear in court on Thursday to provide reasons as to why the court should not impose any punishment on him for the contempt of court allegations mentioned in the petitions. The applications was called up in the presence of Court of Appeal Justices Nisanka Bandula Karunaratna and R. Guru Singha. State Minister Sanat Nishantha did not appear in court and therefore the Inspector General of Police was ordered to immediately arrest the State Minister. The National Audit Office had launched a special audit as per the order given by the court when granting leave to proceed with respect to 2 FR applications that were filed, claiming that the fundamental rights of the people were violated due to wrong economic management decisions taken by the Gotabaya Rajapaksa government.
Auditor General WPC Vikramaratne stated that his investigation is being conducted based on an order by the Supreme Court and a team led by the Deputy Auditor General was assigned for the investigation. The court ordered the following matters to be investigated. The decision made by the Monetary Board to set the value of the Sri Lankan rupee at 203 rupees against the US dollar and all matters connected thereto. The delay in seeking assistance from the IMF and all matters connected thereto. All matters relating to the settlement of sovereign bonds of 500 million US dollars on the 18th of January 2022 using foreign reserves. An audit on the loss caused to the central bank by such payments. Auditor General WPC Vikramaratne told Newsfirst that all information for the investigation will be obtained from the Central Bank of Sri Lanka and the Treasury.
In your weather update this afternoon, lowlands in several areas including Galle have been flooded due to heavy rains. According to the data of the Department of Meteorology, the highest rainfall in the island in the last 24 hours, ending at 8:30 am today, was reported from the Hargoda area in Galle. Motorists have been advised to exercise caution when using the Southern Expressway due to heavy rain. Meanwhile, the passengers who arrived at the Katunayake International Airport were inconvenienced due to the heavy rain. Heavy rains were experienced in Katunayake this morning. Accordingly, the guest waiting area in front of the arrival terminal of Katunayake Bandaranaike International Airport was also flooded. Meanwhile, due to the incessant rain since last afternoon, many lowland areas in Nambalangoda, Batapola, Hikkaduwa, Gonapinuwala and Meetiyagoda areas have been flooded. With the heavy rains in the city of Galle since last night, the lives of the people in the area have been heavily disrupted. Our correspondent said that the Dilduwa bridge on the Melduwa-Bataduwa main road was flooded. A reporter stated that it has been raining heavily since last night in the Badegama and its surrounding areas as well. A person in Muttur area was struck by lightning during heavy rains last evening and died. Our correspondent stated that the 48-year-old man met with the accident while working in a field. Meanwhile, 11 cows were also found dead. It is believed that they died due to lightning strikes in the Arasamuripu area in Vavuniya. The police said that the 11 cows were held in a barn in the area. Our correspondent in the Mathura city said that it has been raining continuously since this morning. Railway operations along the Gaul-Mathura railway line was disrupted due to a landslide in Vilvitha in Gaul. The railway workers later cleared the area and brought back the situation to normalcy. Three sawmills went up in flames in Periyanilavana in Ampara early on Thursday morning. Newsfirst correspondent said that the fire was completely doused.
The three sawmills were completely destroyed due to the fire. The cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained, and it is suspected that electrical sparks may have caused the fire. The Ministry of Health says that 10 districts are at high risk of dengue. Those districts include Colombo, Kalutara, Kandy, Gampaha, Mathale, Gaul, Jaffna, Mullaitivu, Putlam and Kegol. According to the report issued by the National Dengue Control Unit, 1,152 dengue cases have been reported from these districts last week. The number of dengue cases reported in the country so far this year is 59,317.
Fate of the national carrier, a book on Sri Lankan Airlines, was launched on Tuesday at the BMICH.
The book title Fate of the National Carrier was co-penned by the chairman of the Sri Lanka Nidahas Sevaka Sangame branch of Sri Lankan Airlines, Janaka Vijayapathiratna, and Naomi De Silva of the Civil Aviation Authority of Sri Lanka. The event was also attended by the former Chief Executive Officer of Air Niugini, the national airline of Papua New Guinea, Vasantha Kumarasiri.
A serious issue has arisen due to the massive loan installments and the interest. The main reason for that is the decisions made in the past. We need to have a system where the airlines will be free of those bad decisions. There are calls to make it private. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the economic crisis, there are issues in attracting investors. What needs to be done is to hand over the responsibilities of the past period to the government and start making profit from today onwards. Our national carrier did not have a permanent leader, neither a permanent program, nor responsibilities provided to anyone for a guaranteed period of time. These were reasons for its failure. Over the past 40 years, the minister changes, or while the minister remains, the ministry moves via a gazette, or the chairman is removed. The airline was not handled by one proper group. What we are telling is, had these responsibilities been given to a qualified group of personnel with a proper plan, the organization could have been made profitable.
If there are issues in managing, it has to be fixed, but selling is not the solution. This organization can be operated to earn profits. Our country has all the resources for this operation to be made more profitable for the people.
The offshore patrol vessel P627 of Sri Lanka Navy, which set sail for her homebound journey from Seattle, United States on 3rd of September 2022, called at the port of Manila in the Philippines on 12th October 2022.
After having called at the port Upra in Guam, United States, P627 commenced a remaining leg of the voyage from there on the 5th of October and arriving in the Philippines today for replenishment and services, having covered a passage of about 1,800 nautical miles. During this long sea voyage, P627 has thus far sailed about 7,700 nautical miles in 41 days in the Pacific Ocean. Meanwhile, P627 is scheduled to arrive at the port of Colombo in the first week of November 2022 after one more port call in Changi in Singapore.
A woman was arrested on suspicion of abusing a 10-year-old girl has been remanded until the 25th of this month. She was arrested yesterday following a complaint made by the alleged victim that she was tortured to the Kaduala police. Police officials stated that the girl was handed over to her grandmother. This 10-year-old girl had arrived at the Kaduala police yesterday with the principal of her school. A reporter said that this girl came to the Kaduala police because she could not tolerate the actions of her stepmother. The Gum at the Door-to-Door program is on day 9 on Thursday and visited multiple areas across 3 districts to identify the issues making life more difficult for rural Sri Lankans. The 6th edition of the Gum at the Door-to-Door program is taking place with the assistance of the University of Peradeniya.
Gum at the Door-to-Door.
The Gum at the Door-to-Door teams are currently in the Galle, Anuradhapura and Mana districts. The team in the Anuradhapura district visited the Megahagawa village in Pahalagama, located in the Madhyamanura region. Most of the people living in this village are suffering from chronic kidney disease. The current situation is such that these people cannot even access proper medication due to rising transportation costs. The Gum at the Door-to-Door team in the Galle district visited the Godadeniyagama in Thalgasyaya. The road leading to this village is in very poor condition, and according to the villagers, an ambulance cannot even reach the village to take a patient who needs emergency care to hospital. Most of the people living here are day laborers, and they told Newsfirst that the current economic conditions have made it difficult for them to obtain work and feed their families. The Gum at the Door-to-Door team in the Mana district visited the Wangala area on Thursday morning. The people living here depend on the fishing industry, and the fuel price hike had made it difficult for them to obtain a stable income and make ends meet. Coastal erosion is another issue that has this village on its toes. The villagers said that the local authorities are turning a blind eye to their issues.
Gum at the Door-to-Door.
North Korea has test-fired a pair of long-range strategic cruise missiles, with leader Kim Jong-un lauding another successful display of the country's tactical nuclear strike capability.
The test took place on Wednesday and was aimed at enhancing the combat efficiency and might of cruise missiles deployed to the North Korean People's Army for the operation of tactical nukes. It was the latest in a series of weapon launches that have increased tension on the divided Korean peninsula and heightened fears Pyongyang might be about to conduct its first nuclear test in 5 years. According to foreign media, the cruise missiles traveled 2,000 kilometers over the sea, which said the projectiles hit their intended but unspecified targets. Stressing that the test was another clear warning to its enemies, Kim Jong-un said the country should continue to expand the operational sphere of the nuclear strategic armed forces to resolutely deter any crucial military crisis and war crisis at any time and completely take the initiative in it.
Violent gusts have brought down trees and power lines as rainstorms continue to lash southeast Australia, with the states of Victoria, Tasmania and southern New South Wales braced for flooding. Hundreds of homes across Victoria were left without power today, and residents of Tasmania were notified of severe weather warning for the north and west of the island, state where heavy rainfall swelled rivers and emergency services warned of flash flooding. Tasmania's acting Premier Michael Ferguson stated on Thursday that 3 evacuation centres had been opened and additional centres would be added if required. According to reports, parts of Tasmania could see up to 300 millimeters of rain by Friday. From that, we bring to a close this edition of Lunchtime News on TV1. For details of the stories and much more, simply log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk. For the News First, where the people come first, I'm Martin Satines, and you take care and have a great day.